Hello everyone, and welcome again to some of our brief videos that will guide you through various technology tools. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about for the very first time a great tool by Google called Google Slides. Now Google Slides is a scaled down version of Microsoft PowerPoint. But I say scaled down with some hesitation because in the past few years, Google has really done so much to make this tool more interactive, having so much more options and availabilities. So really it's a very competitive tool with Microsoft PowerPoint and a great tool to use with both colleagues, students, coworkers. So it's a wonderful tool. So we're going to talk about how you access it today. So we're going to keep it really simple. How do I get to Google Slides? All right. Now, there's multiple ways to do this off your computer, Chromebook, Mac, PC. In an advanced course, we're going to talk about how to use these tools with mobile devices, which is great. But let's start off with just accessing Google Slides. So right now, I'm at the main Google page. Now, a key thing here is make sure that you're logged in. How do you know if you're logged in? Well, you'll see your name or your icon or your face, like I'm showing right here in the upper right-hand corner. Okay. If not, there'll be a sign-in button. Just click the sign in button and enter your credentials, and now you are logged in. Okay, so the first way to get to it from the main Google page, just google.com, is to go to this icon. This is known as the waffle icon, and you can go first to Google Drive. Okay, so I'm going to go to Google Drive. I click on Google Drive, and when I click on Google Drive or have the tab up, this comes up. Now, we've had other videos and discussions about Google Drive as a great place to store materials and store files. But again, within Google Drive, you can also create. All right, you can create documents, create slide presentations, create forms. So this is your main page from your Drive page. And then right here is the new. Click on the new button. All right. And now you'll see Google Slides. So when you see Google Slides, this will always be here. These are the default products that Google has. And you notice that they kind of mimic the colors of Microsoft products, like blue for Docs, green for spreadsheets for Excel, and then certainly orange for Google Slides. If I just clicked on this, it would just open up a Google Slide, blank presentation. But there's also the little arrow here. If I click on that, you can go blank presentation or from a template. Let's just do blank presentation. And now I have a blank Google slide presentation. Okay, later on we're going to talk about all what this means and all these different aspects here. Okay, but that's how you get to it. Now, another way to get to it, okay, if I go back to the Google page, you have some apps here. Okay, now this might be misleading because you scroll down, you might not see Google Slides. Well, if I click even more from Google, all right, and I go down the bottom of the page, it shows you all the Google products. And this is a site that you probably maybe never have even looked at. It's a great site to go through. Maybe a lot of these are actually here. If I click on Google Slides right here, there's a whole Get Started page, okay, for Google Slides. Learn more about it using the web, get in the App Store, Google Play, download to the computer. I just go learn more, and there's a whole site about what Google Slides is, which is really helpful. And I will put this link also within on the course page. Okay, so it gives you a lot of information there about what Google Slides is. But if I go down to the bottom, and here are all the different apps. Okay, and I can go to Google Slides, and there it is. I could click on it. All right. Oh, it gives me that same page. Sorry about that. All right, but I can also move it. I can also do some things here with it. I can add it to my list. I can add it to my products. All right, so I click on that, and now it's we can change it and bring it to the products area. So now when I go back to the main Drive page, I go to my waffle icon here. I click on it, I see Slides here. Now I was able to move it up from that page I just showed you, and I can move my icons around here. That's all from any main Google page. Let me close out of this one, okay? And let me just go back to google.com again, okay? And I'm logged in, and I go here, and there's Google Slides, okay? So again, you can move these around, these icons, and then you can just hit on Google Slides, and you get the Google Slides page, which looks a little bit different the way I got to it from going to Drive, okay? So let me close out a lot of these tabs here, okay? So those are the two ways to access Google Slides, okay? So one more time, there's a lot going on there I showed you. So the first way is to go to Google Drive or drive.google.com. You can get it right through there. Or you can go to the main Google page, google.com, click on the waffle icon, and you can go to Drive, which will take you to this view, right? And then you go New, and you go Google Slides. And you're going to get a blank presentation or from a template, which we'll talk about later, okay? Or I can go down to the Google page itself, and now I have had this icon right here. I click on Google Slides, and it will bring up this view. If I want to start a new presentation, I just click blank, and I will get now a blank slide presentation, okay? Now, one thing you might have noticed is that it totally got rid of that page, all right? So if I go back, the page I was on disappeared. If I go back, then you'll have that page again. But here's a little tip. If I press the Control key and hit that plus, it brings up a new tab. That's for anything you do on the web. If you just do Control click, it will always open up that link in another tab. So if you want to keep this tab open, you certainly could. Okay, so now you have your main Google Slides page. Now you have an untitled presentation, okay? And that's how this all works. Now I'm going to come back to the template gallery in a moment, but also on this page you see recent presentation, things you've already been working on, okay, which is really kind of nice. This is the plus button, which has been kind of the standard for all Google products, have this little plus button. So we can click on the little plus button, and then I can just right here, just kind of isolates it. You can start a new presentation or go through the template gallery, okay? On this side, there's the menu icon, which again just shows you can go to Docs, Sheets in here as well, okay? And we'll talk about settings a little bit later on, all right? And that's your kind of your Google slide page. But honestly, for my own personal use, I really never go to this page that often. Whenever I make a new Google slide presentation, I just go to my Drive. So I'm in drive.google.com, and I go New, Google Slide. That's just been my workflow. Doesn't have to be yours. Here's another option though. If I go to this Google Slides page, it's got a standard URL here. I can bookmark it in Chrome, or if I'm using Firefox, it works there too. All right, other browsers it works, but here in Chrome, to make a bookmark, I hit the little star button, and now you'll see Google Slides appears in my bookmark bar. Here's another little tip. I know that icon means Google Slides. If I take this and I erase it, and I just press done, it erases it off my bookmark bar. You may have noticed that I've done that with all my bookmarks because I know what the icons mean, what they look like. So now I know I can just get to Google Slides right from my, right from my bookmarks on my browser. So you have a lot of different ways to actually get to Google Slides. So I hope that made sense. Now, the last thing I want to show you in this brief introduction video is once you're in a presentation, it always defaults to untitled. And like any other Google Doc or Google Sheet, you can always change the name right here. Just click on it, and you can give your presentation a name. So I just might call it Intro to Google Slides. And there we go. Now that is the name of this presentation. Okay, so I hope that made sense, and it already tells you everything's been saved in Drive. Again, if you're a Microsoft user, you're so accustomed to pressing save. Now with these Google Docs and these Google products, everything saves automatically to the cloud, to Google Drive, and we're all set. All right, so hope that made sense, and I'm looking forward to sharing more in future videos. All right, take care. Bye-bye.